6541, day in the life of a FBI and Interpol fugitive. Got off the train station for my daily outing. I'm headed across Litieni most today. A little bit gray and rainy, but still a nice day. Going to a meeting, and then I'll see what happens after that, find some lunch, and so forth. So let's head across this absolutely beautiful drawbridge. You can see there are other people out walking and so forth. I mean, it's not too cold. It's like 10 degrees. A little bit wettish, but it's still a nice day. It's still a very nice day for walking. The Aurora again. And over there, the Peter and Paul Fortress. Troitsky most, off in the distance, you can see the Strelna. And the Hermitage Winter Palace is over there. Summer Gardens there. Well, my meeting just got pushed by an hour, so I gotta find something to do for an hour, but that's never a problem in this city. I'll just walk around or find a coffee shop. Oh, I know there's a bakery with cheesecake. Yeah, maybe that's it. This is a point of interest. This is the drawbridge, and this is not the hinge side, or is it? Yeah, this is the hinge. Anyways, I forgot. I think this is the hinge side. Yeah, the other side the part comes up. But you see the connectors up here. This is where the trolleys that come across the bridge. See, there's a small gap there. They kind of coast across that gap. Well, they don't even really have to coast because it just springs up. So for them, there's no real gap. When the bridge goes up, this is where the cables disconnect. So the cables don't even bend. They just stretch out of the way. And that's all there is to it. Hey, look, somebody called the police on me. It's the police, river police. They're just out patrolling, nothing going on. They're not moving around fast or anything, so just usual patrol. Note to our Mr. Bigelow, could you put in some ramps here? Because, you know, the bicycles and scooters have to come across here. It's a real pain in the butt to pick them up and drop them down across these. I know you're a busy man, but there's a couple spots you really need to put in a couple ramps. Not to mention the wheelchair people. Think about it. So who's my meeting with today? Oh, good thing you asked. Well, you know, it's my monthly meeting with Vlad, but he was not available, so I guess I'm meeting with Dimitri today. It's still green, but the leaves are starting to turn. It's going to be a beautiful fall. Hopefully it'll warm up again a little bit. Look at the detail on this building over here. That's just really cool. I'll get across. And this one, just wicked cool. There's little markers like this all over the city, talking about the history of certain buildings and so forth. Common too in Russia is people love to put plants inside, so that's a plant. They got to grow and grow all year there and keep some greenery even when it's kind of grayish days like this. More beautiful buildings, man. I'm gonna go inside here. There's supposed to be a surprise in here. Somebody told me about. So I'm gonna go ahead and check it out. Much, but apparently, according to the map, I gotta go in here and like hook a left and walk through some courtyards to get to this thing. So there's a lot of hidden things here in St. Petersburg. Let's check it out. So now I'm inside. I still gotta walk a bit. There's of course cats. This is a city of cats. Not quite as much as Istanbul, but still known for its cats. I'm finding this place. If it's in here, it's a well-hidden secret. Not many people know about it, but it should be up around the corner here. Well, they got a truck here a second ago. There's a digger here. It's says here. It's over there, but I can't get there. So whatever I'm supposed to see, can't get to today apparently. If I go out and come around, there's another way in. So if we're gonna check this place out, we're gonna follow through this and see if we can find it. Maybe I can hook around this building here. I think I could hook around this building. Here we go. We're gonna try and hook around this building without going all the way back out to the street and finding an alternate entrance into this courtyard. It's got to be more entrance, but a lot of them come through archways, so they're not always obvious. And a lot of times there's an archway, there's a gate with a security thing that only people that live in there can get in. But the one I came through was for cars, and there was not even a pulled down barrier. Fruit just fell and almost killed me. I think it's an apple. Still some nice flowers. Apparently this is what I was meant to see. Called the Mosaic Courtyard. Somebody described it as really wickedly cool. I mean, it is interesting. It's just kind of, you have this in courtyards all over St. Petersburg. You just like never know it's here unless somebody tells you. I mean, it is marked on the map, but it doesn't really say anything. And you just have these kind of randomish art installations all over the city. St. Petersburg is really, you know, a city of music and culture and artists, and it's just, you know, it is a really cool place. I mean, you find all these random things all the time. Look at this, even over here on the curb, they put mosaics all over the curb and on the wall over there, the building. And there's some more. Let's take a look over here. This is a bear thing with a cat, you know, and then we've got a duck and a snake. Anybody figure it out? Bear, cat, duck, snake, or something? I don't think it's a duck. It's a peacock. City flowers. Some more big stuff. There's a cool fountain. The fountain's still running. Normally they shut them down October 1st. Still running. And then we got this cool looking thing. Bird in the middle. Benches, and I guess they're repairing this one. Let's go from here. I guess it's maybe a fountain, but maybe they're building it. I don't know. If they're building it, repairing it, it looks in good shape, but it's all covered up. Oh, it's the small minor academy of art. I guess is the one that does this. There's more stuff over here. So look at this cool looking plant. And even these benches are kind of cool. I don't know if they're gonna. I'm guessing they built them and they're planning on covering them with mosaics or something. The whole side of the building down here too. Look at this. Pretty cool. So look at that all the way down. Okay, well I'm gonna head out. There's a gate over here. And the one thing about these gates is even if they're shut from the outside, there's always a button on the inside. Oh, that one's open. There's always a button on the inside you can push to get out. So I'm good to get out. Or up on the wall here, all the way across. And you see this? This is because on the older buildings, they don't have anywhere to put the elevators. So they put the elevators on the outside of the buildings. The only problem is because of doors here, the elevators often start from like the half floor, which means you have to go up one flight of stairs to start the elevator, which is great for people going up, but if you're in a wheelchair, you can't get up that first half flight of stairs. But this one looks like it might start at the bottom actually. More mosaics here. And St. Petersburg Olymp culture. Olympiad of culture, I'm not quite sure what that word exactly translates to, but more here. This is a pretty cool place. I don't know what kind of birds they are, but man, they're just, man, eventually they'll just take over this whole place. It'd be really awesome. So let's look up what it translates to exactly. Hold on, I'll take a look. Okay, I pretty much had the idea. The Open Air Museum of St. Petersburg, Olympus of Culture. One of the archways is talking about there on the map, but you never know if they're open. So right now they've left it open, but there's a button on the wall, so they probably lock it. Even people they push here to get in, but during the day, and if you're on the inside, you push a button to get out. That's why I went through their entrance. And now we've come out by the summer garden, and the river's back over that way, right there. Here's the summer garden over here, and one of the canals. I'm gonna walk up here. There's a minion juice place a friend has recommended. There's also a bakery, a really good bakery, cheesecake and tea. And the minion juice place apparently is already open, so. Oh, there he goes. A whole flock of them up here. My way, but I crossed to the other side of the street to get a better shot here. And this is the canal in the summer garden again. And I'm walking up here is the Engineers Palace. It's a pretty cool place. It's a museum now. And while I'm walking, I'm listening to Gary Clark Jr. If you like blues and you're not familiar with Gary Clark Jr., you should check him out. Tour boats are still running. There's an inside, so most people are inside. But these run up down the canals. In the summer, they're non-stop. There's another one up on the bridge up there, so they're still running. The plaques from over here, except I can see it says something about Lenin. About Lenin are all over. Of course, St. Petersburg used to be Leningrad. So it's probably some building he had a meeting in or lived in or did something in. Go left back over here because over here there's a couple museums. One is the Museum of the Siege of Leningrad, which is pretty awesome. I was in there about 20 years ago. And for those of you that aren't familiar, during World War II, the city was under siege for like 900 days, and a lot of people starved to death. It was one of the really, really bad parts of World War II for the Russians, and even was made of a hole, and there was a little bird here in the corner. I'm sure it means something. Everything in St. Petersburg has art means something somewhere. And so I'm going to walk around. I think this is the Museum of the Siege. We'll walk around the front and see more architectural details. Street lights, isn't that beautiful? And then all down the street, there's a park up here, a small square up here too. The windows here, and up here even more. Check this out in a second. Or, oh, I mean, St. Petersburg is just the whole city's like this, man. So there's a square over here, and there's a little playground in the middle. There's, of course, the babushkas sitting in the middle. And look at this. This is the museum I was telling you about up front. I'm gonna make it back in here, but I've been saving some of the museums for winter. That's what we can do in the winter. This is a front of the Museum of the Siege of Belgrade. You can see some cannons. This is a really, if you're in the World War II history. Oops, how did I do that? I don't know how to, oh, there we go. Okay. I was in here about 20 years ago, and it is a fascinating museum if you're into World War II history. See it here or not, but over, oh, why, how do I, okay. Trying to get, there we go. Did I get okay. Or in the middle. An actual metal slide like I grew up in the 1980s. Not those plastic ones that they have all over America now that you try and slide on, and it's like trying to slide on sandpaper. Imagine that thing's wet, that thing's gonna fly. Playgrounds are still playgrounds here in Russia. Now how do I adjust this? Nope. Come on, Samsung, you're getting me a slightly better interface than this. Anyways, there's more of the bikes I like to rent. And there's some more museums down here, and there's a mini juice place I'm supposed to go check out down here. Be an art school or something, art university or something around here, because there's lots of young students and they're carrying like big rolls of paper and big art frames and stuff. So maybe it's what it did on mosaics, but I'm sure there's a university around here somewhere for art. Cool crosswalk. That's just wicked cool. And some more just really cool architecture. It's right in the middle here. If I remember, it's another museum. I don't remember exactly which one, but the building here is actually a school and a gymnasium. There it says 1823. Mood lighting. This is, what's this place called? The Sumber Bar? I guess so. I don't know what Sumber means, but there. There's more of the other building. I'll have to look up later. I forget which museum that is now. This is the minion juice place I've been told to check out. And they open at noon, which is pretty early, so I suppose I should go in and at least check out some minion juice. Got some little tiles on the wall here. Oh, so you can come out and get some minion juice here. So check it out and see what it's like. Alright, let's go in. They got all kinds of places to hang outside and come out. Okay, so let's check it out. Fruit cider. Usually don't like the grapefruit ones, but we'll try this one, see how it is. I do not like grapefruit ciders, but this one is really good. Mini juice places in our basements and always have like interesting cubby holes and corners and stuff. But shows when you get married afterward, you go to all the different landmarks and take photographs. So that's what they're doing. Church here. And now I'm headed over towards my meeting, and then I will go find some food. So I'm gonna be on time. Dimitri likes people on time. It's right here. What's in there? I guess just a courtyard. More random architecture on my way to where I'm going. Pumpkins are out. You know, Halloween's starting to become kind of a thing here. When I was first here over 20 years ago, we wanted to make a jack-o'-lantern, and I could not find a pumpkin to save my life. I was running around the city, and you know, Russian doesn't have all these words like pumpkin and squash and zucchini. They have like literally 2 words, like gourd and squash, and that's about it. So I'm running around the city trying to ask for a round orange squash. And everybody's looking at me like crazy, like, here, take this one. I'm like, it looks like a penis. I don't want a penis-o-lantern, but it was crazy. So we finally found one. Some grandma was selling one on the steps of the metro one time. But now you can find them pretty much everywhere. Pretty easy. So, just enjoying some tea and cooking some lunch next. And yeah, Earl Grey tea, one of my favorites. Done having tea. So, go find some food now. It was delayed, so now it's a little after 3. A lot of business lunches at 3, so I'm at 4. So I gotta kind of decide where I'm gonna go. Might just walk down to the ramen place, not very far, and I'm pretty sure they go till 4. The other place I want to go are a little bit farther, so I'll probably just go to the closest one to make it down to the Korean in time. Actually, it's 2 Koreans, but the one's a little too far to make it in time. I could do Turbo. They don't have business lunch, but they got a really wicked shawarma. Yeah. Huh, what do you think about it? There's a Blackwood right down there I could make. They still have business lunch. Really feel like that Turbo, but I haven't been to Blackwood a long time. That one's right next to the metro station, so they go down there. Here we go, Blackwood Irish pub. This is a St. Petersburg chain. Really good. Hope they still have business lunch. Scottish pub. We have Irish pubs too, but this one's Scottish. Well, apparently they've eliminated the business lunches. The last place did explain to me, but they have 40% off the whole thing during the day. So maybe I'll still eat, or maybe I'll go shawarma. We'll see. Roshan, because this was actually my go-to absolute best business lunch in the city for the money and values. But now they have 40% off the drinks, which they didn't used to have as well. So I think it's still a very good deal, but I gotta say I do miss their lunches. They were fantastic. I gotta say I'm gonna miss business lunches, but at least the drinks are discounted during the day, which definitely makes it a convenient spot to come to during the day. I made a mistake. The drinks are discounted order through the app, but I guess you can still do that in the store, or maybe takeaway. I don't know. But it's still 40% off. But their other place, Beer House, had the same thing for a long time. I'm really gonna miss the business lunches. Okay, well, I'm gonna head back to the shawarma place because I'm not super hungry. I'll still go to Blackwood once in a while, but boy, I used to go there all the time. That was definitely my go-to, and it's gonna be less frequent now. There's plenty of other places with business lunches. Hopefully they'll bring it back at some point. But okay, we're headed to Turbo shawarma then, because that's the kind of taste I have right now. And their shawarma is just something different about it. They have one called Turbo. That's just really good. So we're gonna walk back down this way. Plus they have minion juice there as well. So actually there's supposed to be a very inexpensive minion juice place down here that I didn't check out. So maybe I'll stop there on my way to the shawarma and see how it is. Somebody recommended this place for a while. Yeah, I'm definitely finding the less expensive places to go. This place has got a strawberry and basil. I had a pineapple and basil there, and it was awesome. The strawberry and basil is pretty good too. Definitely coming back here. Brewery Make Rowan. So I just got a tip off that there is a barber shop / minion juice establishment down here. And the funny thing is I have a friend in Toronto that does the same thing. He's got a big establishment. So I'm gonna go check out this place. This is supposed to be the place that has a barber shop and minion juice in the back. So we'll check it out. I found it. So it's a barber shop, but it's got a pool table. Play guitar. In the back here, there is looks like a pub. Have to check it out. We have Dima, the bartender, and we have more pineapple. Very good. So if you need to get your hair cut and have some minion juice, this is the place to come. Spasiba. Look, this toilet has hours. Well, look at this. They have a Nuka-Cola sticker at the bar. Beef jerky too. Very good. Very nice tasting. Yeah, that was a good place. I didn't get my hair cut, but I did a couple minion juices. They have beef jerky there, and a couple complimentary Nastoikis too. Made some new friends. So that's definitely going to be on my new hangout list. It's 7:30 now, and I'm still trying to get to my Turbo shawarma. So I'm gonna head over there, and I'm gonna head home for the night. So it's been a good day. I've been trying to get to for several hours, but the minion juice keeps distracting me. And they have minion juice here too, and it's quite expensive, but it says Turbo. And I thought I was one of the few people to know about it, but no. Talk to the people, and this place is fairly well known. They have very good shawarmas here. So, well, I wasn't planning on more minion juice, but they have a combo which includes it, so it'd be a shame to leave it behind, it's basically free. Now I'm waiting for a bus to go home. The shawarma was really good. I added jalapenos, and and gonna catch a bus back over to the train station, and then go from the train station home. Trolley bus, electric bus. I've been electric for close to 100 years now this way.